People slide into my DMs every day, a lot of people. And there's a common question I always get. What are the red flags for a visa interview? My uncle is going to fund my trip. Is that a red flag? My sister is going to fund my trip. Is that a red flag? There are a lot of questions people ask about red flags, and I don't know where they got that concept from. My deficit is 30,000. Do you think I'm going to get approved or not? Okay, so in this video, I'm going to tell you all the red flags and what is not a red flag. I'm going to tell you everything, okay? So you have a clear mind before you go, and you have this mindset that, hey, I'm going there no matter what, because whether it's a red flag or not, I'm going to go there, okay? I'm going to go there for my interview. So let me tell you all the red flags in this video. But before that, I want to tell you this. There are things visa officers need from you. And I wrote it in one of my books I'm going to publish very soon. But there are things that they need from you. And there are 5 main things. The first 3 are very true. The last 2, I added it because of observation. Now, the first one is your purpose of travel. Visa officers want to know that from you. If you don't do that, it's a red flag. Number 2, your financial capabilities. They want to know that you can fund yourself when you finally come to the US. If you can't do that, it's a red flag. Number 3, they want you to prove home ties. They want you to tell them that, or they want you to prove to them that when you finally come to their country, you are eventually going to go back to your home country. If you don't prove that, red flag. Number 4, clarity. If you can't really explain your situation, where when they ask you your purpose of travel, maybe for example, why the US, or why did you choose your school, you can't really get a clear explanation for them. Your clarity is wrong, red flag. Now, the next one is consistency. What you say, when they ask you this question, you say a different thing. Oh, I was working for this hospital, and they ask you about a different thing, or say, oh, I was working at this bank. It's not consistent with the things you say. You are not consistent. You are dishonest, and dishonesty, straight denial, is a red flag. So if you are not consistent, red flag. Finally, if you are not confident enough to explain your situation well, it's a red flag. There are times where you say something, it really makes sense, but the way you communicate, the way you tell people about the situation makes it a red flag. Okay? So you can say a good thing, but the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you speak makes it a red flag. So these are the 5 things they need from you. If you go contrary to these, to me, is a red flag. Okay? So if people tell me, or people ask me, oh, I have a deficit of $15,000, is it a red flag? No, it's not a red flag. Okay, what you have to do is the 4th one, which I said, clarity. If you can really explain well, okay, why and how you're going to fund, clearly how you're going to fund the 15K, that is okay. It's not a red flag. Okay, and number 2, financial capability. If you are really going to explain, or if you have a great reason and how you're going to finance the 15K, it's not a red flag. And people ask me, my mother is going to fund me, not my father. Is it a red flag? No. Okay, your mother is responsible for you. So if you can really explain it well, that is not a red flag. So I don't know where you're getting this concept of red flags things. They have certain things they're going for, especially the home ties is in their law section 214B. Now, if you go contrary to section, if you don't prove your home ties well, the visa officer doesn't understand, then that is a red flag. Okay. They never said it anywhere that if you have a huge deficit, if you have a deficit of $10,000, it's a red flag. They never said it anywhere. So to me, they are not red flags. It is up to you to explain the situation well. Go by these 3. When they ask you about your purpose of travel, give them a clear reason why you want to travel to their country. You're coming here to study. You haven't done anything wrong. You haven't committed any crime. Okay, you have a genuine intention of coming to their country to study and eventually going back to your country. That is a good idea. That is a good mentality, mindset. So you have a good goal, you have a good dream. So don't really think about these things people have been saying online. This is a red flag. I don't know where you're getting all these things. It's not in their laws anywhere. If I if I do this, I'm going to get denied. If I do this, I'm going to get denied. Do I have to do this to get denied? They have laws they go according to. Just go by these laws. Be very, very confident. Have a clear sense of purpose why you want to travel to their country. Have a clear sense of purpose why you chose that specific school. And be yourself. Be confident. That is why the last pillar I said, be confident. If you can do all these things in confidence, you can really explain yourself. You are that good. I think you're going to get approved. And one thing I always say to everybody, the visa officer hasn't seen you before. The moment you get in front of that window, that is the first time he's going to see you. That is the first time he's going to interact with you. Okay, so make sure that you give out your maximum best. He doesn't hate you in any way. Okay, so make sure your first impression is on point. Your confidence is on point. You can really explain the situation. Don't think about anything external which people are saying this is a red flag, this is a red flag. Okay, if you ask me and I say, okay, if your mother is going to fund you, it's a red flag. You still book the appointment anyway, so you are still going to go. So even if I tell you or not, so these things are not red flag. Okay, what I need from you is to go there with a right mindset, with a right frame of mind. I'm going there to get approved. Okay, go there with a right frame of mind. Go there and get approved. Okay, don't listen to these naysayers out there. You've already prepared. You are preparing, right? You've got your answers, you've got your story, you've got anything you need. Okay, so go out there, give out your maximum best, go and get approved. Make sure you prove your home ties. Make sure your purpose of travel is very clear. If you chose a specific school, know the reason why you personally as a person chose that specific school. Know the reason why you decided, or maybe you're 25 years right now and you stayed home for 4 years. Why did you stay home for 4 years? Maybe I was working, I had financial difficulties. This makes sense. Okay, so get a clear sense of purpose. Know the person who is going to fund you. Example is your uncle. It's not a red flag. Okay, but to really explain the reason why your uncle came in to support you whilst your parents are there. Your parents are there, so why is your uncle supporting you? Clear the air on that. When people say if your relatives is in the US already, it's a red flag. Now you can't send your relatives back before you go for your interview. They're already here. You've already said it on your DS-160 that you have a relative here. So if they say, oh, your relative here is a red flag, just yeah, they are here. So you have to clear the air on that. Clarity, that's what I said. So how do you answer this question? Do you have a relative in the US? Yeah, I have a relative in the US, but they are not the reason why I'm going to the US. I'm going to the US to study at, you mentioned the name of your school, and eventually I will come back. I'm not going because of my family. So you clear the air on that. So the whole thing is clarity, confidence, consistency. Just prove home ties. Be clear on your financial capabilities. Be clear on your purpose of travel, and you are good. Don't overthink the red flags people have been saying. Just go by these laws. Be confident, be clear, and you are good. All the best in your visa interview. You've got this. You've prepared. You are ready. Okay, go there, get approved. Come and share your story. Have a wonderful day.